and today I want to share with you something from the Bible. I want to share with you about taking action. In our daily lives, if we want to do any work, then we have to take action. If we want to eat food, then we have to take action. If we want to clean, we have to take action. Anything in our daily life, we have to take action for an output to be there. But now, what if we did nothing and just sat and watched? What if there was no input, no action that was being taken? Would the work still have been done? No, of course. Same applies to our spiritual life. If we don't take action, no output, no work will happen for us. Anything we do, we have to do something to activate something in our spiritual life. I want you to open Isaiah chapter 60 verse 1. It says, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon you." If we read this verse word by word, the first word only tells us that for us to have anything in life, we have to arise. We have to do something. We have to arise and take action because the glory and the miracle is waiting for us. All we have to do is just take action. We have to do something. This verse, if we read it again, it says, "Arise and shine." It is telling us that we have the capability to shine if we have the capability to arise. If we can arise, then God's glory is waiting for us and the Lord's light is there for us. In our lives, many situations may be there where we don't think that we can do anything about it. We don't think that anything that we do can matter in the situation. But the Bible tells us that all we have to do is arise. If we read in the Bible, Luke chapter 11 verse 9, it tells us, "So I say to you, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find it. Knock and it will be opened to you." Again, the verse tells us that anything, if we want something, if we want to find something, if we want doors to open for us, we have to do something. We have to take action. If we don't ask, it will not be given because the person may not know that we want something. Without asking, a person cannot understand what we want. Without seeking, you can never find something. If you don't knock, how are the doors going to be open? There is an action behind every output. For a miracle, there are some things that are necessary. Action and faith are one of the most important things that are there for a miracle. But not one of those can work. We need both of them for a miracle, for a blessing in our life. If we read James chapter 2 verse 17, it says, "Thus also faith by itself, if does not have the works, is dead." Jesus said that even if you have the smallest amount of faith, you can move mountains. But this verse tells us that even if you have a lot of faith and you don't have an action, if you don't have a work, it is dead. If we read closely, if we see what Jesus said, he said, if you have the littlest of the faith and you say, then the mountains may be moved. Jesus tells us that with the smallest amount of faith, but if there is an action, if we say to the mountains, we can move it. Reading in the Bible, we will find many examples of this. Any time there is a miracle, there is an amount of faith, and there is action. If we read in the Bible, 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 10 to 14, it says, "And Elisha sent a messenger to him, saying, Go and wash in Jordan 7 times, and your flesh shall be restored to you, and you shall be clean. But Naaman became furious and went away, and said, Indeed, I said to myself, He will surely come out to me, and stand and call on the name of the Lord his God, and wave his hand over the place, and heal the leprosy. Are not the Abana or the Pharpar or the rivers of Damascus better than all the waters of Israel? Could I not wash in them and be clean?" So he turned away and went in a rage. And his servants came near him and spoke to him and said, "My father, if the prophet had told you to do something great, would you not have done it? How much more then when he says to you, Wash and be clean?" So he went down and dipped 7 times in the Jordan, according to the saying of the man of God. And his flesh was restored like the flesh of a little child, and he was clean. Again, we see that the prophet of God told Naaman that to be clean, he had to wash himself in the Jordan 7 times. He had gotten an instruction, and if he had faith and did the action, he would get a miracle. At first, Naaman refused and he was angry. But when he was convinced and he did the action, he was clean. In our lives, many times it may happen that we know that what we have to do, but we may not accept it. And like Naaman, we may refuse. But if we know what we have to do and we take action, we do something about it, we will get blessed. Many times we may face the choice of doing something or not doing something. Remember that when you do something, when you take action, you may get blessed. Praise the Lord.